Hello, 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 hello. Good evening. How's it going, guys? Let me know you're on. Let me know you're on. I'm here with Sharif.
Yeah.
You guys, you would know Sharif from the previous video. Actually, I think while we're still welcoming everybody in, we might actually play Sharif's video just to give you guys a little reminder of who he is. But yeah, let me just see your comments. Let me see you online. Let me know where you're watching from. I can't see their comments, you know. Let me see their comments. Okay, they're coming in, they're coming in. Good evening, Jacob Wells. How are you? How are you, sir? Let me know where you're watching from. JT, good evening, good evening. They're saying, sup, Sharif? They're greeting you. What's going on? How are you guys? I know I'm a little bit on earlier today, but you know, I think I was just dying to come back and see you guys, really. Yes, hello, hello, hello. Good evening from Bromley South in London. Amazing, amazing. Good evening from Suffolk. That's Vaughan Walsh. Walsh, yes. I hope I said that right. Hi, Raf there. Just wondering if you'll be discussing Coty today. Yes, we'll discuss. We'll talk about Coty. We'll write all the questions down from now. Good evening from Marbella. Oh wow, Trey from Marbella. How is it over there? You're in the sun. Yeah. And Catherine watching from Enfield. Good evening, Catherine. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening from Surrey. Good evening from Coventry, Orpington. Wow, everybody's really tuned in. Yes, yes, yes. Amazing. From all over the place, all over the world. Good evening, guys. Yeah, basically today we've got some stuff to talk about today, you know. I think it's been a bit of a tough week as well in the markets. How have you guys found it? I'm just joking, man. It's not been a tough week. Have you seen those gains? It's been amazing, isn't it?
Definitely.
Yeah. I can't lie. I think our alt season is here. What do you think?
Yeah, it's definitely here.
Yeah?
Like once Bitcoin starts slowing down, then all starts to kick in.
Yeah, it always
Yeah,
happens, isn't it?
it
It's
always
stuff
happens
like this.
all the
Bitcoin
time.
makes the first move, and then you'll see that
All the alts
start
just
to
follow
come
it.
down, and then all the money starts getting moved into the alts, you know? Avon Barksdale from Dubai. Wow, amazing. Hello, Avon. It's fun. I can't really read that one from Birmingham. Good morning, good evening, good evening. They said the volume's quite low. The volume's very low. Okay. They're just turning up the volume for you guys, so if you can't hear me, sorry, they're turning it up now. Is that better? Let me know if you can hear me. You guys be commenting. Let me know if you can hear me now. Is that better, guys? We want to make sure. Increase the volume, please. Yeah, they're asking for the volume to be increased, guys. Can you guys hear me now? I want to know if you guys can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Volume is fine. Don't let the haters throw you off. No, they're not haters. They're not haters. They're not haters. I'm sure. I'm sure of it. They just want to make sure that they hear me. I can't tell a difference. Okay, we're getting two different type of receptions here. People are saying it's fine. Some people are saying it's not. Guys, talk to me just before we begin, just to make sure that you guys can hear me. Still low. Okay, guys, is there anything we can do about the volume at all? We can hear you just a little bit low, but it's good. Okay. Guys, I think we're just going to have to work with what we have. I believe that they're trying to do something about the volume in the background. But yeah, we'll sort that out in a sec. But yeah, just before we begin, really, because what I'm going to do, I'm going to talk to you guys today and introduce Sharif to you. You know, talk about his story, his journey, you know, with myself and before he's met me. But just before we get into that, I'll play a short clip that we showed of him last week, and then that'll kind of get you, you know, up to track. So take it away, guys.
Hi, my name is Sharif. I'm 17 years old and I'm a trader for A&D Capital.
Hello, I'm Charlie. I'm 19 years old from Kent.
Growing up wise, I grew up in Kennington with a family of about 6 siblings, and two of my older brothers actually went to jail, and me trying to follow their path obviously didn't work out for me.
I grew up in an abusive home when I was younger, where I used to get into a lot of things during school, such as selling all different types of drugs and stuff like that. I actually used to miss school just to be able to provide money for my family, and that's by selling drugs. I'm now in an office trading cryptocurrency.
I've always been interested in trading, and obviously I've done a couple courses for trading, and I met A&J Capital, and they actually helped me increase my skills in trading and also like give me a good platform.
Just joining the company now, I'm able to show my friends that selling drugs and stuff like that is not the way forward. I actually took a leap of faith by coming here, and now look, this is what I'm doing, so I can show to everyone that it's possible.
Okay, so that was a video of Sharif. That was actually 2 years ago, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, 2019, yeah, 2 years ago.
2019, we're in
Yeah.
2021 now. So yes,
Yes.
sir. You're a man that deals with numbers. Don't scare the public. Yeah. So that was 2 years ago when Sharif and I were working together. That's when we began our journey. Well, I've known him before that, but he started coming over to the office and came on board with us in 2019. But just before we even move along, I just, Sharif, I know obviously you already know me already and
Yes.
I know your story and stuff,
Yeah.
but just for everybody else to kind of understand and, we're just going to do a little back and forth maybe just to from the start.
Yeah.
So like, one of the first things I'll ask you was just talk about yourself, a bit of background, where you grew up, where you're from and
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. What was life like for you growing up?
So life for me growing up wasn't necessarily, I wouldn't say normal, but it was alright to be fair. But in the environment that I grew up, it was like, to be a trader is like, you've never even heard of that in your life. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, all you know is selling drugs or people are just doing illegal stuff to get money. And growing up in a place like Kennington, that's all you know is just...
Yeah, so no traders
Yeah.
can actually come out of that kind of
Yeah,
area.
it's like weird because-
unheard of.
Yeah, it's unheard of. Like,
Yeah.
no one has gone down the route of trading from where I'm from personally.
Wow.
Like, I'm the first to actually take that leap of faith because anytime people look at trading, they're just like, it's either a scam or it can't be real. But I look at myself now and I'm thinking, look, I'm a living product.
Yeah, or they
like,
just
this can
believe
work.
that, because of what they're exposed to, that it's just not available to them or they can't reach it, they can't get to it.
Even when I wanted to start trading,
Yeah.
it was like, how do I even get into it? I
Yeah.
don't know how to. Like, I didn't know what to use. I didn't know who to speak to. I didn't know anything about it. I just knew that trading existed when I found out about it.
Yeah.
But obviously, meeting people and connecting, that's how I was able to get more knowledge and kind of expand my inventory.
Amazing,
Yeah.
amazing. It's funny, I was just about to move on to that. So, obviously, I know before I met you, you was really interested in trading and things like that. So for me, I remember last week, when I was speaking about having like a faith and a belief, and
Yeah.
then that starts from within. And once you get that, you move on. I just want to know what sparked yours. Like for me, I know what sparked my own, and I explained it last week. But what sparked that? That light bulb moment. How did you come around that?
What, with trading?
Yeah, with trading, just just believing in yourself to begin with, and trading.
So,
and then obviously taking on trading.
So for me, it was just like, I looked at my surroundings and I was just like, I don't want to be like the rest of the people that I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Like, everyone I'm surrounded by is either going to jail or dying. And I'm just like, I don't want to be that. I don't want my life to end as that. I want to be great.
Yeah.
I want to inspire people. I want to help people.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to let my life end that way. And in order to help people, you need finances.
Of
So
course.
it was like, trading was like the best thing to look to because like you can be on your phone and make 500k right now. And all that money is yours to keep.
I mean, that's
tax-free.
very true, yeah.
Exactly. So it's like, I was just looking at that and I'm thinking, I need to get this right. I'm going to make it my mission to get trading right. So that was like the light bulb moment for me anyway. Like,
Wow.
I just need to do this in order to get out my surroundings and kind of help the people that I left behind there as well.
So basically, what you're saying for you, it was more of a thing where you wanted to get out. You were in a situation. You were in a place where it was uncomfortable, shall I say? But it was your surroundings. That's what you were used to. But you knew that there was more to life. Yeah, that's amazing. And I'm sure a lot of you watching also feel the same way. There is more to life. And like I mentioned last week about how the system shuts you out. And Sharif was was shut out by the system at a time in his life, and he took it upon himself to actually started studying and looking into trading, and that's how he even stumbled upon me or myself and what I was doing. Now, moving along further, just to talk about the time that he met me and how that's gone on. So, like I said, we met before 2019. Probably met in about 2018, to be honest with you. Or he started like following me in 2018, and then it's when I now launched the school and everybody else was coming on board. He decided to come on board. So yeah, tell him a little bit more about that. How the office was. How different for you. How did you find it in terms of from the research that you were doing alone, and how when you first got into trading and whether you were searching online or whatever you're doing, and the benefits of you actually coming to the office and coming to the school and what that done for you.
Yeah. So before the office, I was more like just mainly trading Forex.
Yeah.
Just Forex. But with that, I was just trading like simple concepts that I'll see on YouTube. So I watch YouTube videos on how to like trade Forex, doing top-down analysis and stuff like that, which is fine, to be fair. It's fine. It's not a bad way of trading, but it's like, that's not going to get you to places that you need to be.
Of course.
So me entering into the office, I was actually exposed to an entire new world.
And just so we mentioned that, how old were you when you first came to the office?
Yeah, I think I was about 17.
17 years old, which would make you, what, 19 now?
Yeah, 19.
Wow, 19 years old. And he's going to teach you a few things today. I've got, because obviously he's now, very, very well versed in this whole field. And he'll be speaking a little bit to you this evening before I start speaking. But so go on.
So literally, before I came to the office, obviously, it was more like Forex trading. But when I came to the office, I was exposed to an entire new world. It was like a world of like cryptocurrencies. Like before the office, I didn't know that this entire world existed. Like I was looking at Bitcoin, I was thinking, this thing was once worth like nothing.
Yeah.
And now it rose all the way to £20,000.
It didn't make sense.
Like it didn't make sense. I was like, so like these things, like you can literally become a millionaire in about a day, like 2 days, like a week. And I never knew that was possible.
Stuff
through
like
trading.
that can happen,
Yeah, so literally in the office, that's what I was exposed to, and it just like kind of motivated me to do more research on this type of trading. Because when I was trying to trade crypto with the knowledge that I already used before anyway.
Yeah.
And it was like that knowledge wasn't sufficient enough. So in order for me to expand my knowledge, I had to dive deep into like things that actually work, which I'm gonna go into later, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
And that's what kind of took me to the next level.
Amazing. So his journey from where he came from, him deciding that he wants to get out, and then started looking into ways to get out, and then stumbling upon what we now call ISOF, but at the time I believe it was called ANJ Capital. But what I had this vision at that time. I had this dream that I'll just give exposure to all these young men and women that will come around me, show them. It was like literally taking a baby to a candy store. Like the moment these kids came into the office, they saw all the computers, all the lines, everything jumping up and down. It was very exciting for them. It was something new, something different, something that they would probably never see, especially at their age. Like I said, he was 17 years old. He probably could never walk on a trading floor. The best they could do is probably watch it in a film, and Wolf of Wall Street or something, and imagine that he's gonna do that one day when he's older, not knowing that those things are available to him now. That he can actually do those things now. So, like I said, my vision, and if you want to call it my plan or my dream, was that I can raise millionaires. I believe, what I believe is that I can raise millionaires. 10 years from now, I can have 100 multimillionaires around me. Do you understand? Just from me simply giving them exposure, firstly saying, look, come on board, sit behind this computer, let me teach you some strategies. I exposed them to things like how institutions trade. If you're going to listen to him speak in a moment, and he's going to start showing you about, the chart patterns and how, when he's analyzing, how he looks at the markets, and he looks at them on a bigger scale now, because, there's different types of trading, and there's different type of traders in the market, shall I say. And if you're really trading on the side where the institutions aren't, I can tell you for free that you're already just in the market to give them money. And those are the kind of things that, you know, I've exposed them to and kind of show them that, you know what, you've got to look at the bigger picture in life, you know. So I believe that in a moment, Sharif's actually going to get into that and start showing you a few more things. But what I would say to you is that get your pen and paper out. Definitely get a notepad out for this session because it's going to be very informative. So take it away, Sharif. Just talk to them and let them know about, you know, a little.
Yeah, so today, guys, we're going to be going over just a few institutional concepts on how institutions, I wouldn't say manipulate the market, but they look to take most of the liquidity. So, yes, manipulate the market to kind of take out retail traders, which is most of you guys anyway. And I'm pretty sure most of you have experienced in the market that when you often place a trade, it will go into profit, then you see it, it will go, then all of a sudden, bam, your stop loss is hit. And you're probably thinking, why is this always happening to me? Why is my trades always hitting stop loss?
I remember those days.
And I also do remember those days as well.
Yeah.
You're probably thinking, why are my trades always hitting stop loss? Well, today, I'm going to show you why that actually is. So let's go into it.
If you can just put the screen on for Sharif, guys.
Wait, give me a minute. So today we're going to start off with BTC USD, right? So obviously, if you look at the Bitcoin chart, it's a madness right now at the moment, isn't it?
Crazy, isn't it? Look at that.
Yeah, look at that. Mad.
Doesn't even look real.
Doesn't look real at all. Nice parabolic move to the upside. Amazing. But anyway, let's look into it. So earlier on last year, you can see that Bitcoin dropped to about $3,000. And you're probably thinking, from $13,000 to $3,000, why would it do that? Why is it going to drop that low from that price? Shouldn't have, like, if you look at the market, shouldn't have continued from here to do this move now. But no, the institutions have entered this market. And you can see this if you just look here. So let's zoom into this area. I'm going to highlight it for them. So if you look at this area here, guys, so this was June 2019 to March 2020. So if you take a close look at this area, price was moving up. People thought that this move was going to take Bitcoin to about the price it is at right now. So a lot of like retail traders will be in the market right now, entering buy positions. And all of these positions that are entering here, this is known as liquidity, because liquidity is people, money. So all the liquidity is in the market right now, and the institutions are seeing that people are placing orders. So what do? They don't want you to be in the market. They want most of the liquidity. So they're going to start entering sell orders up here in order to get you out of the market. So traders that entered around here will be probably thinking, all right, yeah, the price is going to move up because of FOMO. Institutions prey on those emotions that
FOMO meaning fear of missing out.
Fear of missing out.
Yeah.
And you guys have probably experienced this yourselves. You see a trade and you're probably thinking, I don't want to miss this trade, so I'm going to enter now. But institutions know that that's how retail traders think. So they're going to prey on that in order to get you out of the market. So if you look here, take a closer look. Price was moving up, and then all of a sudden, it comes down. Then here is known, this is known to retail traders as a double bottom. The line that I just highlighted here, gonna type it in so you can see it. So this is known to retail traders as a double bottom. Wait, let me get rid of this. So this is known to retail traders as the double bottom. And when retail traders see this, they're often like, all right, cool. I see this and I'm gonna enter the market for buy.
Yeah.
So they enter the market for buy. They see this trend line, which is here. Just using the normal ways that people trade to show you how institutions hunt you.
Yeah.
So
I remember this is based on the knowledge that maybe you would have watched a video and it would have told you that, yeah, when the double bottom's happening, this is what you do. You now enter to buy. But really and truly, these are all the tricks behind the institutions. There's a lot more to show you. We're just trying to basically give you a clearer picture of how they spread fear, uncertainty, and doubt in the markets and basically clean up all your money.
So let's move on. So you can see this is a double bottom over here. So there'll be a lot of orders in this red highlighted area here. A lot of retail traders will be entering the market here. And throughout this long leg over here, a lot of liquidity is being pumped into the market because retail traders, forever missing out, everything is coming in like a lot of orders. And then all of a sudden, price gets to the certain point and breaks this trend line. And then there's another group of traders like, all right, cool, this is a breakout. We're going to get in for a buy now. Bitcoin is gone.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you see price move down. However, these traders that entered here are still in because they're thinking, prices come down here, but my stop is below here.
So it's fine.
So it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm going to hold on to it. Then boom, they trick you again. You even enter more positions right here.
Yeah.
You enter.
I've seen it so many times, guys.
You enter more positions in this area over here. Then all of a sudden price moves and it breaks the trend line again. You're like, all right, cool. Now is the time Bitcoin is going up. Then a lot of traders are
Just
even
before you
entering.
carry on, so you see the time that it's broken that trend line there, just put the cursor of the mouse there.
Yeah.
That usually you'd also been taught that that's a confirmation that, yeah, it's now going up, it's broken the trend line, it's on its way up, and more people will start buying in at those prices, yeah? But remember, the whole time, the institutions are trading it on the back end because they hold a lot more liquidity, so they can control the markets. Do you understand?
Yeah. So let's move on. So you can see here that price is broken out, then it's come for a retest. Oh, I remember when I trade break and retest. Well, break and retest, and then all of a sudden, a lot of orders are being pumped into the market here. Then, wow, price does a drop. Cleans all the retail traders out. Now, why do you think that is? Why do you think that is?
That was the plan in the beginning.
They orchestrated this whole entire, wait, if you could just put the screen back on. They orchestrated this whole entire sequence of moves in order to get you, retail trader, out of the market. Why? Because they want most of the liquidity. So you can see here, price dumped, and it took out every single trader that was getting in for a long, right here. Every single trader that was in for a long here was out of the market. Now, even if you move further, you see it all over again, right here. It repeats itself in the market over and over and over and over again. Here, double bottom. Just clearing it. Here, double bottom. Retail traders have entered in for longs again. They've entered in for longs. Then all of a sudden, price dumps below these equal lows. Why do you think that is? To take your liquidity.
And it ends up all the way down there. So highlight it for them so they can see the same thing again.
So these sequence of moves here were made for you to enter the market. These were made for you to say, okay, cool, this is a confirmation. And by the way, the institutions have put this out there as common knowledge because they know that basically what people are called, well, new traders are called, is speculative, uninformed money. And then there's a group of traders called the smart money traders. And that's what we've kind of evolved into, smart money traders.
That's what we are.
Because we know how the institutions move. We know what they want. And therefore, we can trade with them. Whereas other traders, retail traders, will trade against them. And if you're going to be in this market and you're going to be successful, you cannot, for now anyway, trade against institutions because you will just lose all your money. As you can see, it happens over and over and over again. So if we just zoom out into the wider market, so you can see all these moves have been orchestrated for people to buy, people buying into the market based on common knowledge. But then price is dumped all the way down here. Now, The only way you will know that price is going to move up from this point here, which I'm going to highlight again, is if you knew the institutions dumped it in the first place in order to gather more positions at this level. Because when they've dumped price this low, this is called a discount price. And that's all institutions want. They want a discounted price so they can get in and then make the most amount of profit. I remember most traders are out, so most of the liquidity has been taken out. So therefore, institutions can now maximize on their profits. And you can see from $3,000, Bitcoin rose all the way to $41,000. How mad is that? And why do you think that is? It's not by accident. Every move in the market is not an accident. And I heard a lot of traders saying, oh, the market's moving mad.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's doing this. I ended for long. But it's all on purpose to get you out of the market.
It's all planned.
It's all
the solution's been there for you the whole time, but you just don't understand that it's there. And what I specialize in, Sharif himself also, is actually opening your eyes to this stuff and actually showing you guys that, look, there is actually a way to for you to profit from the markets. Do you understand? As he just explained to you guys just now. Another thing I want to add on to that and just let you guys know is that, look, I believe, honestly, with the power of this community, the more of us, the more that join. That's why I'm asking you to, and I'm inviting you to join this digital revolution. Do you understand? Where there's more of us and more people will gain this knowledge. These are the kind of stuff that you're going to see in our courses, That was just a snippet. We haven't even dived into anything yet. There's so much more that we can show you, so much more that we understand about the markets, and that's why we're so profitable. Some of you that follow me on my social media, you would know that we're profitable because I've been giving you guys free gems all week, since before last week. If you guys have made money, I'd be happy for you to just comment and let the others know that are just watching. You don't have to say how much you made, but you can confirm for the other viewers just so they understand exactly what's been going on. And for the rest of you guys, follow me again on my Snapchat, and join the group chats as well. Even in the group chats, Sharif, Roy, these guys have been sharing their analysis and telling people what kind of coins to get into and what markets to get into. And, it's been a profitable week. It's been a very profitable week. And a lot of people are asking about COTI and GRT. Those are some of the coins that we told people to get into. Yeah. And they moved GRT. I think I called it last week, Thursday. Yeah. In 4 days it went up 80%, but we saw that happening due to this kind of analysis, due to us looking at the market in the way that we look at it, So moving along swiftly, I now want to get into how they actually do stuff like this, and how the institutions are actually working, or they're in tune with the media as well. So I've got some other things to show you, but before we get into that, there's a clip I just want to show you guys, and this part will show you, and so you can understand more about, you see, when they want to drive the market up, but then they now want to dump it. You've been there when Bitcoin's done some crazy dumps. Like recently, I think it went all the way from 40K down to like 29K or something like that. That's not normal, guys. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Things like that is crazy. Now, I want to show you how they achieved that also. So if we can just play the clip.
Bitcoin is worthless artificial gold, which, if it succeeded, would facilitate a lot of illicit activity. Now, that is not something I think the world needs. And the fact that it's clever computer science doesn't mean that it should be widely used and that respectable people should encourage other people to speculate in it.
As an asset class, you're not producing anything. And so you shouldn't expect it to go up. It's kind of a pure greater fool theory type investment. So, I agree. I would short it if there was an easy way to do it.
If you and I buy various cryptocurrencies, they're not going to multiply. They're not going to be a bunch of rabbits sitting there in front of us. They're just going to sit there. And I got to hope next time you get more excited after I bought it from you, and then maybe I'll get more excited and buy it from you. And actually, we could sit in the house by ourselves, and we could keep running up the price between the two of us. But at the end of the time, there's one Bitcoin sitting there, and now we got to find somebody else, and they come to an end.
Excellent, excellent stuff. So yeah, we'd just been joined by Sharif, and he was telling us about how the institutions and the institutions, the system, how they manipulate the market, how they instill fear, uncertainty, and doubt into the general population or the retail traders. Now I want to show you a little bit more about how they're actually in tune with the media and how they're doing this kind of stuff. Now a very funny thing happened. This was unplanned, by the way. Yeah, but a friend of mine, Flumsy, as you guys would know him, he actually done something very funny that that's what even brought this on. It made me think, and I thought, okay, I'll go and speak about this next week. There was a tweet. I don't know if you guys saw him, what he posted, but basically, if you could show the screen, guys, and I'll speak about it. So what happened was, the Guardian have written this article, yeah, and the article reads. And they brought this out actually on Monday, the 11th of January, 2021. The article reads, Bitcoin, be prepared to lose all your money. FCA warns consumers. Firstly, looking at this, yeah, for me, it's even illegal because this looks like financial advice. FCA, they pride themselves in saying that they don't give financial advice, but that's another story for another day, and you get it on your way home. So, what Flums decided to do now is that he went on Twitter to at the writer that actually wrote. He's such a menace. Flums is a menace, honestly. He went to at the writer, the editor that actually wrote the article, and he said, at Kaylina, on January the 11th, you wrote an article that said some rubbish about Bitcoin and that I should be prepared to lose all my money and that this is a warning from the FCA. Personally, I read the articles as a scare tactic, or I read the article as a scare tactic and fear mongering, but nevertheless, I thought I'll test you. So on that day, guys, Bitcoin was 23,383. So this is after the market had gone down, yeah? So after them spreading the fear and telling everybody, so they've dumped the market now. They've made everybody scared, do you understand? They've pushed it out. Oh, obviously, we're looking at it in pounds, but I usually speak in dollars. But they've pushed the market down all the way. It's lost 18%. Yeah? That's how much they managed to push it down. So then he now tweeted, so I thought, okay, let me invest 23,383 and purchase 1 Bitcoin. Since the FCA told you that I will lose my money and you're on the platform spreading this message across mainstream media. Now, I believe this was a couple of days later, the market's gone back up again to 28,860. So he now tweeted them. So after 4 days, after 4 days, the market had recovered. So what they said about everybody losing their money has not occurred. But he carried on to tweet, so after 4 days of patiently waiting, it seems that as of now, my 1 BTC is now valued at 28,860.85. It's time for me to sell and take my 5,547.52 profit for just over 3 days work. Going against your article completely, but the FCA said I'm supposed to lose all my money. Obviously, this is very funny. You said Bitcoin had dropped 28% from its record high, but over 30 days, it was over 150% up. Why wouldn't you state that in your article? But hey ho, anyway, would be nice for you to comment on the price today, but you probably won't. And yes, you guessed it right. She didn't comment back. Now, if you can just remove that. Now, guys, what I'm trying to show you is that we've got to challenge these systems. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? We've got to be, not only just challenge them by tweeting and stuff like that. Of course, as funny as that is, that's also something we've got to do. But I believe that we should also arm ourselves with the knowledge. You guys should, the reason for this whole community is us coming together, teaching each other. As you can see, Sharif knows what he's talking about. And this is just after 2 years of being exposed. Look, picture yourself. Imagine yourself 2 years from now, after being around and you're reading the right stuff, you're in tune with the right traders, people that are actually trying to make sure that you profit. Remember, we don't sell you any. We're not trying to sell you anything. This is not an advert for anything. This is more of, you know what? We were the little people, if you want to call it that. There was a point where, we came from the bottom as well, and we understand what it's like. Like Sharif said, there's been so many times where you've been stopped out of a trade and you're just not knowing what's going on. The market was meant to go up. You've done all your analysis. Everything you read on YouTube showed you that everything was going up. How did it end up going down? Because you learned that when it's a double bottom, it's time for it to go up. How did that happen? Why did it go the other way? It's because it's all planned. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? They speak to each other. The video that you watched of Warren Buffett, Bill Gates, and Charlie Munger speaking, and those are the kind of things that they will do. They will get the superpowers, if you want to call them that, to get on the news, start talking. Yeah, Bitcoin is a piece of this, that, and the other. Listen, Bill Gates said that in that article, the clip you watched, he said that he would short Bitcoin if there was a way of doing it. There is a way of doing it. In fact, let's challenge him. Bill, if you're watching, which I know you will one day, you will definitely see this, short Bitcoin, go and short it. That will be the transfer of finances right there. That's how we will get all your wealth. Bill Gates should put, even if he puts 10% of his money in a trade right now and short the market, let's see what would happen. I tell you for free, Bitcoin's going to carry on going up. But this is not me evangelizing Bitcoin, by the way. I'm not trying to sell Bitcoin to you or anything like that. I'm just trying to talk to you about getting you financially, what can I call it? Financially woke. Yeah, the spiritual woke and then there's financially woke. I'm trying to make you understand that, there is another side to this whole thing. There is more that's going on behind the scenes, yeah? Just so I know that you guys are with me, keep commenting. He said, Bill, LOL. LOL, media control a lot of the market. Yes, they do, 100%. They do. Yeah, guys, just be interacting with me so I know that, you're watching. So I know that we're together. Yeah. But, yeah, just let me see who else is on. Sorry. Let me see who else is on. Facts. 100%. They definitely control the markets. 100%. Now, the title of today's Periscope is called Fear, Uncertainty, and Doubt. And, I want to speak to you guys about how you don't allow that, because to begin with, firstly, yeah, everything before you get into the market, before you enter into the markets, and just by the way, guys, everything I'm going to teach you and touch upon today, these are also basic principles that you can even use in normal life. It's not just about trading. Do you understand? So, get your pen and pad out and write down what I'm saying, because you never know when you might need to use these kind of life skills, if you want to call them that. But like I said, before you enter into a market, I want you to understand that everything is controlled by your self-belief, or not self-belief, we'll call it your inner man. Yeah, let's call it that. In fact, I figured it out. There's you're two people. There's your inner man, and then there's your outer man. Do you understand? And the inner man is the one that's in control, really, and you should allow him to be in control. The outer man is controlled by his surroundings and what's around him. Now, you should get in tune with the inner man, because that's the one that's actually going to get you through. Now, I want you to, a scenario when in trading or whatever's going on in the markets, if everybody's moving in a certain direction, you shouldn't move in that direction. You should do the opposite. In fact, when the world's going crazy, there's times when the markets are just going crazy and people are just getting filled with fear. There's news, all this stuff that's coming out, and they don't know, whether or not they should enter. They don't know whether or not they should do this, but they've had the solution from the beginning. And those that actually choose to, embrace that solution, they're fine. But it's those that choose to not embrace the solution, they have a right to be scared. Do you understand? The solution is to arm yourself with knowledge. The solution is there. We've figured it out. I'll be real. I'll be bold to say we've figured it out. We are building the largest youth hub in the world. There will be a time where this is the only place to come. I see with my eyes, I have a vision that some of the world's best traders will come from this. Some of the world's best traders will come from this. JP Morgan, all these big companies, Goldman Sachs, they will have to come here to headhunt traders. that have not got weak hands, that understand how the market moves. Do you understand what I'm saying to you guys? I'm speaking to you today because I'm trying to bring something out of you. I'm trying to bring that inner man further and further out. Take away all the smoky mirrors and show you that there is a lot more going on. Do you understand? And now I want to speak about the psychology behind trading. And what's mostly, I think for me, what's mostly confusing to humans or man is the inability to know what's going to happen next. I think that gets a lot of people shaking. That gets a lot of people thinking, well, you know, what is really happening? They don't know because they're seeing this on the news, they're seeing this on the market, and for them, it's almost like, whoa, look, like it's a bit overwhelming. I don't know what I'm doing. What am I going to do? But listen, for me, it's once you've entered the market, knowing that, you know, it's going a certain way. Don't have weak hands. Don't be shaken out. Bitcoin went from 20K down to 3K and it went to 40K. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Some people, they held, if you don't know, they held from 20K all the way to 3K. Now that might sound crazy to some people and they'll think, well, how would I do that? But you only lose once you've left the market. Whilst you were still holding the asset, you wouldn't have left. Do you understand what I'm saying to you guys? Now, when you hear me speak, guys, I want you to understand something. I don't speak to believe. I believe, therefore I speak. Do you understand? I've seen enough. I've seen more than enough. I've seen too much, in fact. So that's what allows me to, this belief. Do you want to know the power of belief? In fact, let's talk about that. Belief transformed a university student that you all know called Mark Zuckerberg into a billionaire. Do you think, or don't you think that along his way when he was in uni building up Facebook, building up his platform, don't you think that there was people that even, you know, tried to instill fear in him or told him that this is not possible, you can't do this? Of course, I'm sure many people would have tried to instill fear in him. If he allowed that fear into his inner man, remember we spoke about the inner man. If he allowed that fear into his inner man and to take away his faith, he wouldn't be able to achieve what he's achieved. He had to, in fact, his inner man, his belief system became his immune system. Because the people that will be coming to him telling him, oh, you want to make this? Do you believe that this can even work? How can you believe this? I'm sure there were many. Or some people told him, you haven't got enough money. You won't be able to raise enough money for this project. But for him, he was just crazy enough. He had the belief inside his inner man. In fact, he was almost like a child. Let me explain that to you. Remember when you're a child, you would believe anything. You actually have to be childlike. I know, listen, you have to be childlike for this to work. These are basic principles of life that I'm trying to give you guys, that you can actually take upon and use. Obviously, apply them. This is how, you know, I teach the young people that come around me when it starts to come into the trading and stuff like that. These are the words that I speak to them. Words are powerful, guys. That's why I come on, and I will be coming on every week to speak to you, teaching you guys. Of course, we're going to teach you much more about the markets, but the psychology behind it and everything else is also very important. I need you guys to understand that. Fear is the strongest virus. Listen, we're in a pandemic right now, And I know, you know, there's COVID all around, and I'm not saying that, you know, it's not a strong virus, but it's not as strong as fear. It's far from it. In fact, it cannot get close to fear. It cannot get close to fear, yes. COVID and fear are far from each other. Do not fear a virus that can be fixed by a vaccine. A virus that can just be cured quickly. They'll give you, or they say the vaccine works, but hey, that's another story for another day. But don't fear a virus that can be cured by a vaccine. Fear the virus that comes out of the media's mouth. Every time the media opens their mouth to speak, they're just releasing infections. It's an infection. The news, everything they're putting up, oh, you're going to lose all your money. Fear. Straight away. What do people do? Get scared. Start tapping buttons, selling. I need to get out. The FCA has said, because of the name they've built around themselves, you would think to yourself, wow, no, this is an established institution. How could I possibly go against what they're saying? They have to be right. This is Bill Gates. He's on CNBC. He must be right. This is Warren Buffett. He's talking on CNBC. There's no way anything he's saying is wrong. Do you understand what I'm saying to you guys? It's fear-mongering. They're trying to push an agenda. In fact, they didn't believe that Bitcoin could even do anything. So they saw it go to 20K and thought, oh, sugar. These people really believe in this thing, you know. They're really putting their money in this thing, you know. They've pushed it this far. We must get in. We need to get in. So that's why you will see them slam Bitcoin. Last week I showed you what Jamie Dimon, JP Morgan CEO, wrote about Bitcoin in 2017. And then now in 2021, Bitcoin is one of the most amazing things that they've ever seen. They're hoping that it goes to 146K now. Why is that? Because they've accumulated it now. Do you understand? They've bought it all up, drove the price all the way down for them to buy it up, and now they'll push it up and now start giving you news and trying to get you in. But still, along the way, they're still trying to wipe you out. So on certain days, they'll release bad news and say, oh yeah, no, it's going mad, this and that, the other. And then, oh yeah, on another day, oh no, it's amazing, it's beautiful. Don't just be tossed to and fro like the wind. You need to be still. Allow your inner man, like I said, that belief system that you have, bring it to life. You have to start it up like a car, but keep it on, keep that engine running. Do you understand what I'm saying to you guys? Every time the system speaks, they're just releasing infections. Even some of the traders that you guys know, these finance gurus and all these guys that, you know, you listen to, you watch on YouTube, I don't care about their expertise. I don't care about their experience. Some of them, let me tell you something, yeah? Some of them, they've amassed great wealth, yeah? And they've got people also that follow them, that listen to them. And what they will do now, they know that, all right, cool, with these people, there's this much money in this community, da-da-da-da-da. They can just push an agenda. Or they might get a backhand. You think there's no backhands? They'll get a little brown paper bag or some Bitcoin sent to them from an institution or whatever. You want to, just the powers that be. Just talk about this, say this. But you see me, I'm not capped. I can never be paid. You're not going to pay me. I came from the bottom and I believe about bringing up the people from there. There's no heights that I'm going to get to that they're going to pay me to now start talking in a certain way and whatnot. I want to educate everybody on what I've been educated on. Self-education also, and you know, many other people around. I'll call it community education. Let me not be smug. It's community education because it's been a collective of us. We've gotten together, you know, one person will come with this, another will come with this, and put it together. Once you put the minds together, you know, let me show you something. Everybody lives by this rule, by the web of 5. There's this web of 5. I believe in the web of 12, but yeah, there's this rule by the web of 5 where, you know, you start with 5, and then you go to 3, and then you got the 1. Now, I can get into that a lot in depth more in one of the courses, which I'll be on. But just to show you that power is very close to you. You can start as, you know, yeah, your circle is to be on your level payment. This community is going to blow. Yes, 100%, 100%. Yeah, so the web of 5 is to do with, you know, with your circle and how closer you are to power and all that kind of stuff, you know. But like I said, you can do some more research in it, but I will get into it more in the course this week. Now, I want you to understand something also, guys, that the days that you take losses and the market goes unexpectedly, that means the majority of people have actually they've chosen to allow fear to enter them. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? That's how that takes place. The majority has just seen the news and they thought, you know what, like this is solid. I'm taking this as solid, and I'm not involved. I'm getting out of here, yeah, and I don't need none of this. But for me, I just sit there and I think, you know what, this is terrible because I'm watching what's going on, I'm seeing what's going on, and I don't want to just hold on to my belief system alone. I want to let it be contagious. I want to let it be infectious. I want to bring more people around me and say, listen, I'm a crazy madman. I have this belief system that's my inner man is working on, and I want to just spread this infection. Come, like, draw closer to me so you too, you can be infected. I need you to be infected. But guess what? This is not an infection that's going to harm you. This is an infection that's actually going to bring out the best in you. This is an infection that's going to make you wealthy. Once again, that's why I'm calling you to join this digital revolution. Follow us on all our social media platforms. Enter our group chats. Every information is free. The knowledge is free. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? There's not a single thing that you're here to pay for. Everything will be given unto you. Seek first. Seek the kingdom. Seek first. Seek what we're building. Seek what we're gathering here for first. and everything else shall be added unto you. You will find it. It's all here. Do you understand what I'm saying to you guys? Now, no matter what happens in the market, I don't want you guys to lose heart. Do you understand? I don't want you guys to lose heart and think, oh, like there will be bad days. I'm not saying that it's going to be easy. I'm not saying that it's going to be a walk in the park. You're going to enter the markets and, you're just going to make money just the same day or the next day and whatnot. So no matter what happens along the way, yes, there will be times where like you get caught out and this, that, and the other. And if you do get caught out, don't lose heart. Keep going. Imagine if Sharif had lost heart and the times that he was getting stopped out. Picture a Sharif. And now look at him. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? So don't lose heart. You've got to keep persevering. You've got to keep going. You have to keep that inner man alive. You have to keep him burning. You have to keep him burning. I want you to understand that once you come off this broadcast, yeah, and you go back to your daily life and your daily routine, everything that I've spoken of today, I need you to actually take it in. Go and speak to the people around you also, in your communities, wherever you are, in whatever country you're watching from. Spread this message. Let's start actually getting our people, yeah, and I say this I'm not talking about color here. This is not about like race, age, or color or anything like that. I'm talking about us as a people. And by the way, even if you're born with a silver spoon in your mouth and whatnot, some people, listen, I've met people that are born with a silver spoon and they don't even like it. They've been to all these places and they just want to be like, normal, whatever that is, by the way. So it's not like I'm speaking against this type of people, or I'm speaking against that type of people, but I'm speaking for a people that want to come together. A people that are tired of a system that's just not working, a system that shut us out, a system that we see, yeah, as much as, you can see that, oh, they might have done this or they've given money to this cause and that cause and this, that, and the other. But wait, on the bigger picture, on a bigger scale, this system is not really like of benefit. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? And I've got so much more stuff to show you guys that there's just not even enough time. I just don't get enough time on these scopes. So for me, I would urge you to follow us so you can hear more, so you can understand exactly what's going on and what we're building here. Like I said, I'll be on every week to speak to you guys and spread this message, and you guys can actually, be in tune. Be in tune to your dreams. Being tuned to your vision. Because I'm sure every one of you have a dream and have a vision. This week, since I came on last week, we've had a number of people join the group chats. I've heard some more profound stories. I've heard some of the craziest stories that you can imagine. Where I'm thinking to myself, wow, how's this happening in life in 2021? I've had personal messages, and you guys, you can message me personally. I'm in the group chat as well. I do message in the group. When you see my number and my name pop up, you can always jump in a private chat with me and we can talk. I've been connecting with a lot of people. I spoke to a young man called Jake this week. And if you hear Jake's story, if he doesn't mind me, diving into it a little bit, but, where his mother had to sleep on the sofa just so she can put a tenant in their other room, in her room. So you understand where I'm going with this. Just so she can even put shoes on their feet. That's where he came from. Do you understand? And now, he's now working. He's done well. He's done very well for himself. He's successful. He's got a business now. He started a business with his brother. But that's after loads and loads of hardship. Loads and loads of hardship. And then he's come a long way since that. And now he's also just looking for a community like this to join people and speak with them and, join hands and say, look, this is the kind of money I've built up for my business. This is what I'm doing. But I can see that you guys have got something to offer and I'd like to join you guys. And, just like all of you, the door's wide open for you guys to join and come on board and learn what we know. Because what we know is what's brought us all here. As the life you see, everything you see, how we live, it's just based on the knowledge that we've decided to go and search for and we found. Now, before I leave you guys, I just want you guys to understand that I come on here to speak words of encouragement. I want to spread a virus called faith. A virus called belief. Belief in your inner man. So you understand that there is a moment where you will get the light bulb moment. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? I wasn't born like this. I wasn't born the way that I am. There was a time when I got the light bulb moment and I just started moving. And the moment that you will also just get set alight, when you get set ablaze, you need that fire inside of you. That's the only thing you're missing, I promise you. It's not that you don't know what you're doing on the markets or this, that, and the other, and oh yeah, the institutions are against us, so it's never gonna work. No, it will work. Because guess what? You can learn what they're doing, yeah? Basically, there are strategies that you can learn based on what they're doing. We now learn how they do what they do. So when we trade, we already know they want to push the market this way. So we trade the same way that they're pushing it. So we're in the wave with them. If you want to look at it like a wave, you know, riding a surfboard, we ride the wave with them. We understand where they're pushing the market to. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's not that we're going to go against them and fight the system and this, that, and the other. This is not one of those kind of missions that, yeah, guys, let's turn on the system. No, let's learn what they're doing. Furthermore, let's build ourselves up so much, get so strong that they have to come to us to headhunt and pick and say, you know what, we want some of the traders that you guys have taught. Some of the traders in this community, in this international school of finance, because it is international. We are all over the world. We're prepared to travel to every place, and we will be traveling a lot to come and see guys. Listen, once COVID is over, we'll hold seminars, all the rest of it. We'll have offices all across the globe, and where you guys can come, you know, financial hubs where the youth can be empowered. One of the most passionate places I'm passionate about empowering is Africa. I want to go to Africa. If there's anyone from Africa watching here, listen, I want to come to Africa and empower the youth there, teach them about finances in a way that they've never seen it before, and let's start seeing people arise. I'm very passionate about helping Africa, and we will be there very soon. Now, guys, I've not got long left with you this evening, so I just, you know, it was a quick scope. I just wanted to come on for a quick hour, just, you know, introduce a few things to you and talk about the psychology behind trading and, you know, this fear, uncertainty, and doubt that has been spread amongst the nation. And to be honest with you, I don't even feel like I touched upon anything I wanted to say today. So maybe we'll come on again. We'll see how that works, and you know, with my production team and whatnot. But if there's any questions, I believe you were writing down the questions, yeah. Yeah, I believe you were writing down the questions. So let me get a few questions for them, and let me answer a few questions for them. So, yes, Africa is the place to build right now. You can just pass it along, yeah, thank you. Africa is the place to build right now. Yes, that's right, 100%. How do we join the group chats? So if you follow me on my social media, or you can, you're welcome to come to South Sudan. Yes, 100% we'll be in Sudan too. Yeah, if you follow me on my social media, you can message there. Or you can also go on our website, register on our website. If you go to the bottom, there's a contact form, fill that in, then somebody will reply you back and get you added to the group chats. And yeah, there's many other places. I'm pretty sure there's our social media handles and our website will be at the bottom of the screen as I'm speaking, so you can look at that as well. So, okay, questions. Is GRT still good for entry? Yes, I believe GRT is still good for entry. But what I'm looking at the moment, because I know there's been a pullback, I believe it's probably going to go down to about 41 cents, 42 cents. That would be a good re-entry. So that's what I'm personally going to be looking at and looking to do. So yeah, you know, have a look at the markets, test it out and see what you feel. Is COTI and Chainlink an investment which I should be looking into this year? I'll be honest with you, they're both very, very good projects. Always do your research. Always do your own research on these coins, guys. Just because I said something, it doesn't mean, you know, go and put all your money in there. I'd appreciate that, you know, I appreciate and I understand that you trust me and you guys, you know, you believe in me, and thank you for that. But also always do your own research. But yes, I believe COTI and Chainlink are very, very good projects, and we can see them go a long way, especially, you know, COTI and how it basically is, you know, disrupting the payments gateways and the payment systems and stuff like that. You know, that's a very important thing for the future. You know, I believe COTI can even wipe up wipe out the banks and things like that, PayPal and all them kind of things, if they really, really, you know, stick to their roadmap. They've got a very interesting roadmap. You should go and read it. What's my snap? My snap is at DVPPV. Yeah, at DVPPV. Yes, I believe it's at the bottom there. I made it a very long time ago, guys. DVPPV is actually meant to read Dapper. That's what they called me when I was younger. But I just never changed my snap. The followers grew from there, so I just kept it. But yeah, we move along. How do we get into the group chats? Yeah, I've explained that one. And when are the courses starting? Okay, so in terms of the courses, guys, we've had so much demand. We've had so many people like get in touch with us asking about how they can get involved and this, that, and the other. We're simply just trying to work out a timetable right now of how we can even do it all. So if you can just bear with us a few more days, I believe that, you know, me and the team would have a clear answer for you to know that, all right, cool, on this day or on that day, we'll be able to serve you and you, yeah? So very, very soon, the course will be starting very soon, guys. Believe me, I'm eager to get you guys on board and get you guys on the courses. And will ETH go to 2K this month? I believe ETH, Ethereum, is going to 2K anyway. Whether it goes there this month or whether it goes there next month, I believe it's going there. Honestly, I believe we can see Ethereum at 10K. But remember, once again, do your research. You know, this is what I believe and what I've seen from the markets and what I've been looking into. So I would greatly advise you to also look into it. If you see the same thing that I've seen, by all means, enter into the market. But yes, I believe Ethereum can go all the way up to 10K, in fact. Listen, guys, it's been amazing speaking to you guys. I just want to thank you for tuning in. And like I said, I urge you to join this digital revolution. And I hope that I see you guys next week. You know, I'm around for the whole week. We can speak in the group chats. Once you enter in, you see me pop up. You can message me, connect. You know, I want to hear more of your stories, guys. You know, talk to me. I'll also share my story with you. You know, I'm not a closed book at all. I'm a very, very open door. I want to really connect and understand my surroundings and understand my community that's around. Yeah? Okay, awesome, guys. Lovely to see you all. Take care. Good night.